Pina coladas. Get 'em caught in the rain.
Don't know, do you?
Welcome to Toffee TV. It is live at 5 here. We're on YouTube. We're on Patreon. Get your comments in. Get your questions in. Get your bizarre criticisms of whatever you want in. There you go. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is looking forward to Premier League football returning in 48 minutes. Aston Villa versus Sheffield United. Why is there no comments on the screen? What's going on?
Don't know.
Where have the comments gone?
Don't know, they're here.
Have you
I can hear you, Baz.
That's good. I mean, it's always a good start, isn't it?
I don't know why they're not coming up.
Where's the comments on the screen?
They normally come up.
We normally get comments.
Don't know.
Where's the box?
Don't know. Let's have a look at
Go
on Patreon. Hello, Gary comes from Yannick Melenders. Hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
Paul Cattrall says, quick there, Yannick, lad. Paul Cattrall also says, I must say, Ped, your Carragher voice is better than the real Carragher.
Is that possible, though?
Don't know.
Is that possible?
To Paul, it could be. Oh, there
Yeah,
you
of course.
are. Southern Blue says,
I'm really looking forward to the games tonight. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how football is played in front of no fans at all. It means I'm going to be able to hear Gary very, very clearly, even though he's sitting at home with his Bills with Philip.
there you go. Southern Blue says, could Tom Davis become Leon Osman-esque?
What, is that like a Spanish version of Leon Osman?
I don't know.
No standing, Leon Osman-esque. We got him from Villarreal.
Well, it'd be Tom Davis-esque, wouldn't it?
Right, I'm just... Whatever. Blow me mind.
Could it be like a similar player to like Leon Osman, I think, in terms of the squad and being at the club for a number of years?
Yeah, if he produces more consistent performances, definitely. Definitely.
Round our way says, would any lower than a 12th placed finish this season be acceptable? We don't have much to play for, but have to remember there is pride. I don't think it is acceptable below 12.
No.
I think it's horrific.
No, it's poor, isn't it?
Really?
You've got to ask questions, but then you've got to. I don't know. It's difficult because of the way the season's gone. Is it? It's not. It's not on. It wouldn't obviously all be on Carlo Ancelotti, would it? Because
No.
obviously.
I'm looking at the players.
The players, yeah.
I'm looking at the players, but
You know, you gotta look at the players and say to yourself, are you good enough? Are you good enough? You gotta ask yourself, are you good enough?
Eric says, would you take Thiago Silva for 100 grand a week?
No.
No, is the answer
No,
to that.
come on.
Thank you.
Come on, let's be sensible here. Let's be sensible.
Adam Conroy says, guys, with Mike Dean as the official for the derby, does this give us even less hope of winning?
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
I just think they're all terrible. So I think it's going to be a tough game anyway.
I think what it was, there was very little hope and there was a very little less hope.
Going to do this for the whole show.
Just got to get the people what they want.
Steve saying, what do we reckon our starting 11 will be at the weekend?
But be on the starting 11
I mean, there'll
show.
literally be a video for that.
Be on the starting 11 show.
Round our way says, which stand at Goodison do you think has the quietest atmosphere? For me, I'd say top balcony, but it also has the best view in the ground.
Yeah, top balcony, it's difficult. I had a season ticket on top balcony, so I'm allowed to say. It's because people go up there. People genuinely go up there to watch the game
from a that kind of vantage, you know. And it's, you know, it is what it is. The Gladys Street's the atmosphere maker, because that's where all the kids are, because it's the cheapest place, mostly, and all the narcs sit in the park end.
Yeah, true.
That's
the way it is.
It's not a generalisation.
Shrikar Kandala said, "Come on, Ped, you'd have Zlatan, but not Thiago
Yeah, because
Silva."
and that, you know, that's a fair point. But Thiago Silva's not Zlatan, is he? Like, he's not. Zlatan is somebody who's like, number one, great footballer, but number two is one of the most famous footballers on the world. Can expand your brand massively. What's Sergio?
Sergio's saying, "Why do you guys always say if a manager wants him, that's good enough for me?" Well, we don't, but no matter who the manager is, you always say this, because you've got to put faith in a manager, haven't you? Because otherwise, we saying we know better than the manager. We're just giving an opinion. I think Carlo Ancelotti's got enough gravitas to decide who he wants for us, rather than us question it. I don't remember, saying we bought Nias, and I can quite clearly tell you that day that I wanted Moussa Dembele, who we turned down to get Nias. Martina, I'll be honest, didn't really know that much about him. He'd done all right for Southampton, scored a worldie against Arsenal, and it was like, well, he's free, so Koeman wants
Southampton fans did warn us, though.
No, they did. Well, that's them, isn't it? But what I'm saying is, what are we supposed to say? If a manager wants a player, are we supposed to write him off before we've even seen him kick a ball?
Yeah.
We are supposed to write him off.
Some occasions, yeah.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. I mean, it took the lad who sits behind me 15 seconds in the Europa League game against Rujan Berek to go, he is crap when Martina control the ball. Yeah. And to be fair to my best mate Andy, it literally took him seeing Nias jogging to the centre circle with the top and jeans on to go, doesn't even look like a footballer. No. So there you go. I tend not to write players off before I've watched them play for my team for a few games.
No, I always like to give a player a chance, because I think everyone deserves a chance.
I think you give players a chance more than you give Peace a chance?
No, I'd always give Peace a chance first.
Okay.
One player I did say before he even kicked the ball that I wanted nowhere near was Mangala.
Yeah, you did.
And I was ultimately proven right, because some players, when you've seen them enough and you know they're crap, they're crap. Sometimes you have to go, they might be a bit different, but I know you've always, if you like your manager and you back your manager, then you'll back his signings, I'd say. If you don't back your manager, then you won't back his signings. But certainly while I back my manager, you have to have trust, because if you don't have trust, then what's the point? It's done, innit? It's done. It is over. There you go.
Absolutely. Gary Ward says he's trying to watch us and NBC's pre-game at the same time.
Why are you bothering with pre-games? Pre-games are they're not games.
He's trying to get up for the start of the season.
Just watch the game at 6 o'clock. Forget all the pre-game. What are you going to tell you? There's been no footy for 3 months. Nice one. Cheers for that. Nice one.
Okay. Round our way says, is this the rest of the season make or break for Michael Keane?
I think Michael Keane would be getting sold this summer if things were normal. But obviously they're not. But I do think he would, because he's only got 2 years left on his contract, and I can't see Everton offering him a new one because he's not good enough. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. World's a different place now. But I certainly wouldn't have been offering him a new contract. Because I just don't think he's good enough.
27, you've got to make a decision on the player, and is he going to get into our best team? Probably not. So, Patrick Farrell says, lads, are they planning to pump crowd noise into the Premier League games? Into the stadium, or for us to watch? For us to watch, they are. I don't know about the stadium. I'd do it, and I heard someone was saying they'd spoken to a player the other day, and he played with crowd noise in the stadium, and it helped their mentality, the way they're playing. But I don't know whether a lot of people would like it or wouldn't like it. It's an interesting one for the players. Michael, yes, we can see the chat now. Jones, movies, how we doing? We're doing very well. Hello, Anthony Dunn. We know, Nico, that Mike Dean is the Liverpool game. It's not great. Paddy wants to know why the Premier League employs middle-aged men to be referees. Why don't they employ younger ones?
We were talking about this yesterday, I think it was on the Footy Show, and it might have something to do with how players come through, how refs come through, the process of them coming through. We were saying this, all our refs look like fat, balding, middle-aged men, whereas you look at like the Italians and they've got the slick back hair. I think that's more to do with just general what they look like anyway. But they look younger and they look fitter, and I don't know whether that's because they get them into refereeing quicker, or they get them through the system quicker, or whatever, or whether, I don't know. But ours just look like old men, don't they? They just look, I know they're fit, but they look unfit. And we didn't have any of that at the last World Cup because none of them passed the fitness test.
Not good enough. Not good enough.
And you know what, right? I think who's it there, Nico, about Mike Dean at Sammy fan? That really annoys me, That really annoys me, that he's allowed to be a referee, right? And go and openly support a football club. That really
doesn't bother me.
Oh, that really annoys me. I don't think any referee should be able to have an affiliation so open with a football club.
Not in the first or the second, like the Premier League or the Championship. Tranmere and that. No, what the problem with him is? His son, not both, he's got two sons. Yeah. One of his sons is a Liverpool season ticket holder. So how can he referee a derby impartially?
No, but to me, see, the thing about football is, right, all the clubs are linked together one way or another. So just because, funny enough, if you've ever seen, the, what's it called? Thingo number 9. And it had David Morrissey in, and he was a referee in it. And
inside number 9.
It's a brilliant story. And everyone knows he's like everyone knows he supports a team. But he's reffing, and it's just a brilliant story. But
it is mad. But there you go. Simon Rouse says, Mitchell, I was told and spoke to certain people behind the scenes who knew that was coming for Newcastle. It's out now, isn't it? It's out in the thing, the American bid, which I've been saying for a few weeks. Simon Rouse says, evening all, do you think we should sign Gabriel or Todibo if we have the choice? Been watching some clips of the latter. The Barca faithful rate him and reckon he should replace Piqué. Thoughts? I'd have Gabriel out the two. What I've seen, Gabriel looks very comfortable on. Todibo looks really comfortable on the ball. He's only 20, but what I've seen of him for Schalke,
that defending thing looks like a bit of an issue.
Does. Mitchell, I've just answered that one, mate. I know you've done it again. Michael Round says, thanks for giving me something to look forward to today. I've either fractured or pulled a muscle in my ankle on Monday. And it's a pleasure to see you. Well, hopefully you're all right, mate.
My ankles are I'm in bits. I can't really reveal why, but I'm doing a little. I don't want to really go into it because I'm trying to do something. But if it doesn't,
are you actually filming bits of it? Yeah.
But if it doesn't come off, then I can quietly just sink in and not have to mention it. So the thing I'm doing, I've not made public just in case I can't do it. But I've been exercising a little bit, and I went out last night for a run, and the heavens opened, like literally torrential. Like basically, the jacket I was wearing, about 2 o'clock this morning, I took it upstairs to the bath and wrung the arms of it and loads of water in. That's how soaked it was.
Yeah, it was mad last
night. I come in and my ankles, both of them. And by the way, one was wrapped with tape and one was had an ankle support on, and they were both still killing. And I genuinely was up this morning till about 5:30 in the morning because it wasn't hurting as in pain. It was hurting in you get like a dullness, like a dull pain. And I couldn't settle and I couldn't get to sleep and my feet were killing me. I've had to put like me big padded sketches on, and I've got my ankle support on now because otherwise my feet were, and yeah.
Simondo, thanks mate. Thanks for that. Paddy B aren't the Saudis in Phoenix. They are in for them, but the WTO has now basically named them in the pirating thing. So if the Premier League passed that, it's nonsense. For Newcastle and for the good of football, the American bid would be the one they should go with. Because A, the fella's got money anyway, so he'd still be able to help them. But they don't want to be part of that. And for someone who's been ripping the Premier League off, I don't see how the Premier League can open the door to them. But there you go. Gerard Williams, don't be making excuses. But excuses for what?
What are we making excuses for?
I don't know.
What are we making excuses for?
Not sure, mate. Connor Gerrard says, hi guys, if we buy any players before the season ends, like Silva or Gabriel, will we be able to use them in our current squad? Well, FIFA are trying to pass this rule and say that you can use them, the players, but I think
it's unsporting.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't, personally.
It's unsporting, isn't it?
Shiv says, what do you think of the PS5 design? Unsure.
Do you know what, I'll be honest with you? I don't really like it, and the reason I don't like it is the colour. Because I like the way my PlayStation just is there and it's quite hidden. I don't need my PlayStation 5 to be this big, like, white tower that sits in my living room. I want it to be inconspicuous, sit there and not be something of like something that needs to be on show. Also, I don't like it upright either. I'd rather it was just like sit. It's not. No, I'm not saying it looks ugly. I don't think it looks practical for people who've got like TV shelves. Do you know what I mean?
No, doesn't. It won't be for mine either. Lewis G. Baz, would you rather eat one orange club a day for a whole year or attend Liverpool's title parade? Eat the orange clubs all day. I think Gerard's a Liverpool fan. I think.
Is he?
And he's saying Mike Dean doesn't have two sons. Okay, fair enough. I don't know Mike Dean. I'm just going off what all the information that is out there and has been out there. WXV3Y Nightmare says there's a black version of the PS5.
No, I don't think there actually is. I think someone made a mock-up of what it would look like. I think one of the big gaming things made a mock-up of it. So I don't think there is one. There probably will be one. But
Shiv says it lies down, but it's still going to be massive apparently.
Exactly. That's, you know what I mean? I've got a big TV unit. And I've got my PlayStation 4. I've got my PlayStation 3 next to that as well. I've got my Skybox.
Yeah.
And I've got like my Blu-rays and I've got my games. And they all fit nicely in the little compartments under the TV. There you go. So.
Yeah. Gerard's saying he's got two daughters. Okay, maybe his daughters are red then. But I'm not... Gerard, if that was what you're saying, I'm getting the excuses in for Mike Dean. I am absolutely certain. I've just said this at the start of the show that it doesn't affect it, whether it make it difficult or not. Didn't I say that?
I just think he's a crap ref.
He's an awful referee.
And I don't think he should be able to have an affiliation with a football club. I just don't think it should be allowed. I just think you're opening yourself up to all kinds by doing that, and I don't think it should be.
Someone just asked me where I'm up to on Money Heist. Finished it, mate. Waiting for season 5.
Well, you'll be waiting a long time.
It was very good. I don't know, Carlo's all over.
I'll tell you what I've been watching.
So's Neymar.
I found this program on Netflix called The Titan Games. And it's The Rock, and it's this show he did last year in America, and it's a bit like Ninja Warrior or a bit like Gladiators, but without the gladiators.
Yeah.
And he's created these like different things where people have to fight not combat fight each other, but different like scenarios where they have to fight each other. It's boss. And then you have to do this big assault course at the end. Honestly, it's...
So what, it's like the superstars or something or whatever?
Yeah, but they're just normal people who are like really fit.
Well,
it's boss, though.
What you should be on BBC One on a Friday night. That was like similar.
Les
like,
Dennis?
No.
No, it's boss, honestly.
Lewis G, you're right. Every single Premier League referee is garbage. I can't disagree with you. Finest Yachtman says, do you like Klopp? I don't like him because I don't know whether I could ever like a Liverpool manager, but annoyingly, I don't hate him. I think I think, to be honest, away from football, I think he's a sound fella. I think he's got good principles. I think he always speaks well. I think the issue I have with him is that he plays up to the camera massively. But he's obviously a fantastic manager. That's what I'd say.
I like him.
I know you like him.
I like him. I mean, I just think he's a genuinely sound fella. Just happens to manage the team that we don't like. But it's life, innit?
No, but that's what I've said.
Life.
I think
I tell you what,
a good fella.
I've disliked more Everton managers than I've liked.
The Athletic said that a sticking point of the wage deferral was a potential big money move for Gabriel. Now his agent says it's still possibly on. Is this agent games or a possible cheaper deal? Well, I think the only way we're getting him is if it's a cheaper deal. The deal was practically done at €30 million in January or early February. And then obviously COVID came and put everything to a stop. I don't think football or clubs kind of knew the impact at that time. I don't think that anyone really believed we'd go into lockdown early on. Do you? And I think because clubs were still operating the way they thought they were.
No, because this country typically doesn't have a backbone to do things like that. So I don't think anyone did think we were going to do that. You know, but I mean, listen. Anyone who was watching us the night they basically put it off and was just like, what the hell are they doing? And the Premier League games are going to be played. The games this weekend, funny enough. But
mad. Michael, tea for me. I do have the odd cup of coffee, but it's got to be with like Coffee Mate. I've had the odd cup in here with milk. Coffee it's Mate. All right, but it has to be like the powdered milk I like with my coffee because it's creamier rather than. But tea for me, Ped prefers
good coffee. No, but I like good coffee though. Genuinely good coffee. Like you can't beat a proper cup of coffee. Like there's to me there's no tea's like an everyday drink, but a coffee, proper good coffee is just even it's just a thing that gets you up in the morning.
Okay. Tim Quirk on Patreon says, who of the current Premier League referees would you have wanted to referee the derby?
I don't really know too.
Michael Oliver.
He's all right, I suppose.
He's all right, but they're all much of a muchness. I think is the reality.
We don't really have a standout good one anymore, do we?
No.
Where you can go, and that's where you look at other countries and go, oh, they've got this one and they've got that one, but we don't really have a standout good one.
I mean, Feds has come in here with an absolute belter of a live of 5 statements.
Go on.
Don't know if these come in jog form, so straight away he's on a winner.
Yeah, he knows the lingo. I mean, he knows the lingo.
But just discovered pineapple Jaffa cakes. Thoughts? I'll tell you now, they're immense.
I think what you need there is you need to like pineapple.
I do like pineapple.
Well, there you go. You're onto a winner straight away. You're onto a winner.
I mean, where do you sit with the pineapple thing?
I'm no problem. I have no problem having things that are different flavoured from their originals.
No, what I'm saying, you're all right with pineapple?
I'm all right. Nice piece of gammon.
Yeah, I mean, so well.
On pizza?
No.
I'm all day.
Yeah, I know you're. I mean,
it's not a regular thing.
No.
No, what I mean, no, what I'm saying. But I'd definitely go for it. Neil says, have you ever considered a career in politics, like an MP or something?
Neil, I don't know the first thing about it, mate. I use my moral compass where my politics are. I wouldn't have a clue about it. Ped, I think, would be quite a good politician.
I couldn't, because I do genuinely feel like you have to be well educated or to a level, whether it be.
But you are very political.
I am very political, but I'm not
away from
stupid enough. Ironically, I'm not stupid enough to think that I could be an MP, because I think. I mean, look at like the leader of the Labour Party at the moment. He's a sir. He was a barrister. He's
probably has pineapple on his pizza.
He's done all kinds. Yeah. And then you could look at the Prime Minister, whatever. But look at all the Prime Minister's cabinet. They all went to Oxford, right? And anyone who's like becomes Prime Minister, They will have gone to Eton. They will have gone to Oxbridge and all that kind of thing. So don't get me wrong. My local MP is a local working class lad. Do you know what I mean? Who's got the right values. But he will have been, I imagine, in a trade union, and will have worked his way through a trade union, and will know the ins and outs of all those different things. So I wouldn't sit here for 1 minute. I am politically opinionated, as everybody knows, but I wouldn't sit here for 1 minute and say, you know, that I could stand up in the House of Commons and articulate something I needed to say, or even have a comeback if someone said, yes, but in Article 473 of the Jonas Brothers diagnostics, that, you know what I mean?
Jonas Brothers. Paddy, nice one for the information on the PlayStation, mate. Cheers. It's so big because of the cooling.
Yeah, and someone, I think Simon Rouse has said that on here. He said put money on it that the PS5 will have overheating issues with that much power and small case. The new Xbox is bigger for this reason, with vents on the top to help it with this. Yeah, but I'm never buying an Xbox.
No, not a chance.
Are you getting a PS5 this year?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, I'm not sure yet because I'll have to see what the price is.
It's not going to change, as in hardware and stuff, for 2 years. So
no, I know, but I'll have to see what the price is, and I'll have to see what what I always think is. I always think you always have a little window where, when they done the launch last week and they were like, this new Spider-Man game, and then it came out that it's not really a new Spider-Man game. It's the old Spider-Man game updated with the Miles Morales side story. They're bringing Grand Theft Auto 5 with new missions. And I think you get that little period where you sap all the goodness out of the last one. So I was watching a video yesterday about The Last of Us 2. It's like an hour review. And they were saying it's the best, it's the 10s, it's going to get 10s everywhere. And I think when a new thing comes out, you don't always see the best of it for maybe a year, and then you see the best of like the last thing for a year. And I think I might be okay for a little bit, but it just depends what the titles are.
I'll be honest with you, my PlayStation is like a helicopter taking off now. I've used it. Mine's like, no, my fan is that it's like.
Genuine question.
Yeah.
Have you?
I've hoovered it.
No, you should get compressed air, right? Canister.
Yeah.
And spray it in, because there'll be
loads of dust.
Because when I had to take my laptop apart when someone dropped in, it smashed.
It didn't.
Well,
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you open it all up, you find there's dust everywhere, and once you give it a good clean out, and it's unclogged, so you might be the same to PS. You've had it for ages, been sitting there collecting dust. Bit of spray in there.
I'll have a go with that and just see it, because it's
and
so noisy. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
The new Star Wars game looks good as well.
It does. These comments are going too quick. Teddy on Patreon says, bit of a mad deep one, lads, but are we fundamentally unlucky as a club? Napoleon used to choose his generals based on how lucky they are. We are fundamentally unlucky, but I suppose we've got to get over that.
Isn't there a saying?
I'm going to pay for someone to come and exercise the club.
Isn't there a saying that something about luck, saying like, only losers use that excuse of luck? Or
I know, but when it keeps happening for different things, you do wonder. Jared said Days Gone is better than Red Dead. I'd seen Days Gone, but isn't it just zombie, Jared? Isn't it like he wakes up and there's a zombie thing? I think what Jared's done there is he's got up and he's inhaled something, and it's affected his brain in some way. I'm never going to say that, because I don't know what it's like, and he might be.
Is there much chat about Days Gone?
I don't know.
Listen, it might be. I just love Red Dead. I love The Last of Us. I love Uncharted. I'm very comfortable with the people in those games and the storylines. And I don't spend a lot of money on games. I normally
talk about fake FHS, lads. What does that mean?
I've no idea.
I don't know. What Finest Yachtman.
I've no idea what that means. I've been playing Spider-Man on PS Now, and I've been going to complete all the side missions, which is boss. There you go.
I'm on the last bit of the downloadable content on the Left Behind bit on The Last of Us, but I'll be honest with you, I'm bored of it. So I need to start something new. So I don't know whether I need to finish a couple of things that I'm halfway through, really. because I've got Tomb Raider that I haven't done yet.
Maybe open the wrapper on something.
Well, that's it, Tomb Raider. No, but I've got a few games that I haven't finished. Which
Crack the seal.
Finish. Who knows?
What's the seal?
Patrick loves the Metal Gear games. Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain was amazing.
Metal Gear 2 was boss, I had that.
Do you think any Everton players get into the Liverpool team?
Richarlison might. But that would be
Glenn Watson, Baz and only Baz, what would you cook if you were a contestant on Come Dine With Me? What's your best starter, main course and dessert to cook? Follow-up question for Ped. Oh, starter would just be a fruit salad because they're easy to do and they're good for you. Main. Nice pasta dish. Nice pasta with a homemade pasta, bacon, a little bit of grated cheese, bit of broccoli there as well. And then eating mess for the dessert. Just because
it sounds like things you just throw all together.
Well, that's what I mean. Eating mess, you just break up with just meringue and ice cream and break it up.
I mean, Minshall, I wouldn't say there's not much to do in those games. You are right; they are like basically like movies that you play, but there is still a lot to do. I mean, Red Dead, there was loads
Red
to
Dead's
do.
incredible.
Loads to do.
Days Gone is like Red Dead
Alan,
mixed with Last of Us.
Alan O'Neill, I've pre-ordered The Last of Us 2, and I'm off Friday. There you go. What's Andrew McGregor crying about now?
Because I said fruit salad for me starter.
Oh, okay.
He's just literally answering it. But he's not happy. He's not happy with
the fruit. Hang on. Fruit salad for a start.
Well, like fruit, chopped fruit. I'd have like melon, strawberries.
Okay.
Couple of. But depends if you like starters. I'm not a big starter fan.
Would it not be more to have like a savoury starter?
No.
Okay. No. That's just there you go.
I don't like starters, you see.
Finest Yachtman's come back with favourites. I mean, you've not helped your cause there because I still haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Favourite city in England, that's what he said.
Liverpool.
Yeah, there is no.
Simple as that.
There is no.
Simple as that. All round to Baz's for a scan. And he's not actually making it.
That's what I would.
I like Pepsi Max, the cherry Pepsi Max.
It's...
Oh, hi lads, walking around RAF base by Newcastle and Everton. The looks I'm getting now, that's from Michael O'Hagan.
Top man,
Michael O'Hagan.
It's right, Michael, because not only have you super chatted it, which is amazing, but you've actually literally just proudly
say it loud,
walking around with your Everton shirt on. It's right, mate.
Especially in
representing in Newcastle, representing haggis with black pudding. No,
like
thank you.
Pudding.
Jared says check the gameplay on YouTube. I'll check it, Jared. I'd seen it a while ago. And it looked that interesting, Days Gone. And then I seen like
zombies. Shares in this game?
And I seen zombies. And then I was just like, you know what? Zombies are just... I don't know what people's fascination is with zombies. But I'll check it out and have a little look. King said, yeah, look. Fruit should be 8 before a meal. King Arthur knows. He's the top man. Well in, King Arthur, lads. You know.
Why though? Why?
Because you know when you eat fruit at the end of your meal...
I don't eat fruit at the end of my meal.
You said it should be a dessert.
I didn't. I asked the question.
No, well, you know when it does, it ferments in your stomach and it's not good for you. You eat the fruit, get it through, out your bowels. Jobs are good on. Toby says Days Gone is pretty good. It's got a good story, like an Uncharted, The Last of Us, but you're a biker with a lot of zombies about. Sony published the game. I will have a little look at it, to be fair. Just a couple on Patreon here because they've been waiting patiently. Richard Folk says, evening lads, we'll sort a video or two tomorrow if you keep meaning to do so. If we had to sell a big time player for us to fund Carlo, who would you sell?
Sorry, IGN give Days Gone 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Its Metacritic is 71% and Games Radar give it 3.5 out of 5.
Dave Dempsey's just finished playing Days Gone. Awesome game.
People are saying
Jared Williams
people are saying it's a 5.
Awesome.
People have given it 5. So
there you go.
Who am I to argue?
If we had to sell one of our big players to fund Carlo, who would you sell?
Luca Dean.
Yeah, he'd cause the least damage, wouldn't it?
Right.
I think. Adam Prentice says, if you like Red Dead Redemption 2, Last of Us or Uncharted, Days Gone is a must.
See, I like The Last of Us, and that's why I'm getting The Last of Us 2.
Nobody's telling you. If you like those, you'd like them. Would you sell Bernard? In my opinion, he doesn't do enough. Weirdo South.
What was that?
Would we sell Bernard? Doesn't do enough. Well, his numbers are better this year than last year, funnily enough. But I don't... Who would buy him? And it'd have to be, for us to make real money on him, it'd have to be a lot of money. And he's not the only one who doesn't do enough, let's be honest. Lee Dolman says Richarlison the only world-class player at the club. Yeah, fair play. Lewis G says I'd be more tempted with Red Dead over Days Gone. Red Dead's incredible, and we've done it, absolutely. Cowboys and Zombies, fan TV, says Andy McGregor. That might be.
That's what it is. We spoke to Andy about footy before.
Which we did. Andy's a top man. Stuart Thompson says, I have 12 bottles of whiskey recently bought in my house. Somehow I feel understocked for the derby. I'm watching it on my own. Adam Conroy says, hey guys, I sit in the top balcony. Yes, it's quieter, but it does still come alive as the best view. Lee Middleton says, Mike Dean was my supervisor 25 years ago when I worked at a chicken factory. I always thought he was a really decent fella, but that doesn't mean I'm ecstatic that he's refereeing the game on Sunday. So he might be a nice fella, but he's not a great referee. That's what I'd say. Bob Holness is very nervous about relegation. Who do you support? Because you can't really be talking about Everton, surely. I'm nervous we won't make Europe, and I think we've got a great chance of making Europe. Lucas says, Red Dead Online has so much potential. I hate online, Lucas. I hate it. I want to just do my missions on my own, in my own time. I don't want to go on and there's other people running. It's like, yeah. Stuart Thompson, have we got a warm-up before the derby? Nope. Not that I know of, anyway. They played that 11v11 last week. I think it's about getting the game plan right now. Terry McAllister says, makes me laugh, these people who slate Bernard. Yeah, he could do better, but have you seen the rest of the squad? He is in one of our top few players. It's mad how people ignore other players and bring Bernard into it. It is a bit weird, but each to their own. Jamie Crellin says, evening lads from the Isle of Man. No slagging off us Manxies tonight. Do you think the European competitions format this year will be the same next year? I think it makes a refreshing change. I think he's talking about the one-offs. I think it'll just go back to
normal because of the money, won't it?
Money-wise. There you go. Ahmed says, evening boys, I'm bored of being linked with tons of players. Do you think we'd benefit from having a smaller window to address emergency problems, for example, central midfield, and seeing what develops over the next few windows and then buying when we're more stable, like Chelsea have benefited from?
Depends what kind of quality you've got at your ground, doesn't it, I suppose? At your team, in your team. So if you've got good enough players, if you've got players coming through it and you can, and you've got other players around them that are good as well and consistent. We're just missing that consistency, I think, at the club. So everyone can, we all calm down a little bit as fans.
Bob, I'm only messing. I know you're a big blue nose, mate. I'm only messing. Just don't worry about relegation. That's all I'm saying.
Question for Ped, you're a movie buff. Have you tried Detroit?
Detroit Become Human on PS4.
It's like a playable movie where decisions change what happened. I haven't played that. I honestly haven't played that. I hadn't even heard of it. Someone as well asked when I was on the cabs that I prefer music or podcasts. On my own podcasts, I used to like listen to podcasts because if you're in the car for hours, you hear the same music over and over, and you know there'll be a time of day where you're just gonna have to play music because that's what the customer wanted, and also if you're listening to something like a podcast, you want to listen to it without worrying about the person in the back, talking or whatever you want. So in my downtime when I'd stopped, I'd have a podcast that I'd listen to. I listened to loads of different ones, to be honest. So
hello to Sharon in New Jersey. I hope you're all right. Hope you're enjoying it. I believe you're a blue now, so hello. Hope you are well.
Someone just asked there what my last meal would be. I know. That is dark. I know. I had probably a really nice burger and a few bits with it. Something like that.
Kung Po chicken, salt and pepper chips for me. Where are we? Kadim says, what do you think about the Black Lives Matter movement?
Good.
We've done a bit on it, haven't we?
We've done Kevin Campbell, we've had
spoke to
Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV. No, 100% with it, 100% do our part, whatever our part is, but, you know, it's not for us to say that, is it? It's up for the people who are doing it. That's the thing. It's, you know, we can help where we can by getting, hopefully, people on to talk about it and educate us in what we need to do. But I suppose part of the whole thing is not to sit here pretending like we know what should happen or what the answers are.
No, you've got an opinion, that's all, haven't you?
You know, that's the thing, isn't it?
Hello, Stephen O'Connor, who's just woke up 2 in the morning in Brisbane. Get the likes up on YouTube or I'm going to stop reading the comments. Simple as that. Loads of patrons, you know, 255 watching. Lazy, that's all I'm saying.
Tony says Sayers sausage roll or Greg sausage roll.
Sayers.
I'd have a Sayers, but it's very hard to find the Sayers nowadays, isn't it?
Right, we're going to Patreon.
Go to Patreon.
Because the likes haven't gone up.
Go to Patreon.
I know you are. I know what you're saying. I've just gone. Gareth Hughes, footy is officially back. Watching the pre-game show, and I've already had to mute Carragher.
But have you thought about that? Have you thought about that fully as a concept?
Where are we? Joe Heskett said, on the pineapple Jaffa cakes theme, did you ever try lemon jammy Dodgers? I love them, but I bet that isn't a popular opinion. Joe, where have you been producing these things? Lemon jammy Dodgers.
What I love is, these are the kind of things that you buy in places like B&M and Home Bargains where, like,
you tried something and it hasn't quite.
They've tried something and go, you know what, we're not sure about these. Don't put them in like the, don't put them in the big supermarkets. Put them in like the B&Ms. And you go B&M, you're like, what are these? There's some absolute amazing things to be found in the B&M and like Home Bargains.
Incredible scenes. Jags is on the bench for Sheffield United today.
Good luck for him.
Kevin Little says initial reports suggested City were going to go up against FFP. Now reports he's reading says they're just denying any wrongdoing. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they'll do both of them. But what can you do? We'll just see what comes out of it. Simon, not today. Not on a Wednesday.
What did he want?
Whispers and Circle of Trust stuff.
Oh, no, that's for patron only.
Yeah, not on
Circle of Trust is for patron only.
Not on an open thing. Open.
Andrew McGregor says, best B&M purchase ever is salt and vinegar quavers. I mean, that is what B&M is all about.
Left field from McGregor.
That's what it's all about.
McGregor with a tremendous strike there.
Tremendous.
Sorry, what? No, don't say that. Joe Heskett said, would a massive Pez tournament between patrons ever happen? No. It'd be good to do it. I don't know how you'd do it. It'd be good to do it in here.
In this room.
Oh, okay.
It'd have to be like in this room or another room. We'd have to physically have them in here. We couldn't do it online because if you're going to do it and you're filming it, you'd need that. So, yeah.
Jamie Crellin says, lads, have you seen some of the Hummel kit training gear releases for teams today? Bristol City and United, they look really smart and retro. Terry said this as well before.
I've seen the Ayers new kit.
What's it like?
Ayers kit is smart.
It all right?
Yeah.
Is it? I believe Everton's looks very good. So, you know, it's one of them. That guy says thoughts on potential Thiago Silva signing.
Oh, Thiago Silva.
I don't know.
It's the kind of knowledge you come to this channel
Too much money at the numbers being bounced around.
He'll go to Tottenham.
I think he'll go to Spurs. He'll want to stay in London, I think. Random Upload says he always likes the video before a word is spoken, as always. Brilliant and class. Thank you very much.
Oh, I tell you what. That Bristol City training gear is smart. Very bright. No, I like that. That's nice.
Is it all right, yeah?
Yeah, looks nice.
That's what you want, isn't it? Michael Rome says, what do you think we should do with Tom Davis? Send him out on loan or keep him around?
Send him out on loan if we've got adequate cover.
Needs games, doesn't he? He needs games to progress. Paddy B says, can we get an update for the Patreon Discord? Quite cluttered, needs organising. We need someone to go through it. We'll get to it, Pad. We will get to it.
What do you mean? You mean like you want more separate, like rooms?
Yeah.
If that's the case, let me know what rooms you want.
Alison Hanson says chocolate raspberry jelly. Would you be partial to a bit of that?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
I mean, that's what was
No.
just the question asked. All right. Matthew Barry wants to know what's better, Troy or Gladiator?
Gladiator by a country mile.
Gary Ward's gone for Gladiator as well.
Like, I've never even seen Troy. Gladiator
Isn't
is
Brad Pitt in Troy? Is that one?
Gladiator is an absolute classic. Like, there's no arsing about with it. It is a classic. This man was a soldier of Rome. Who will help me carry his body? See, that's one of the great quotes. That's often missed out. Because everyone says the other quote, don't they? Mexis Texas Various. Husband to a married wife.
Tony Johnson.
Father to a
in
son.
Joke, mate. Don't get a cob on.
What's the joke?
No circle of trust. Don't discriminate against non-patrons. It was a joke. Paul McAllister
I mean,
said,
whoa. It isn't a joke. It isn't a joke.
I'm joking.
The circle of trust is for patrons only because they pay money that pays for me to eat.
Pays for the channel to be on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It does pay for the channel to be on YouTube.
That's literally what it is. Paul Cattle says, hope FIFA passed that transfer rule. More rule changes, the bigger the asterisk for that lot. Paul McAllister says, that was Paul Cattle, sorry. Paul McAllister says, have you heard any more on the Europa League 2 that's coming? Can't decide whether I'd be interested or not. Yeah, it's another chance for a trophy, but would you be bothered beating a cup full of no marks?
It's coming, isn't it? It's coming. I don't know if it's going to be... It's going to be called... What's it called? UEFA...
Europa International Bread.
No, it's called... What's it called?
I don't know, I can't remember.
What's the National League called?
UEFA National League. Nations League, it's called.
No, it's not called Nations League.
No,
it's not called Nations.
That's what the international one is.
Oh, I thought
so the Europa League.
No, yeah, the Europa League 2 is called... What?
I don't know.
Well, what's the...
Can't remember.
Conference. It's called the UEFA Conference.
Which sounds rubbish. So.
And it's coming soon. Glenn says, please say, what have you been doing, you busy little bee? What? Who said that? What's that out of? Because any context to say it in a way.
Lucas says there's too many Discord rooms in his opinion.
Oh, is that when he goes, what have you been doing, you busy little bee? The Emperor. That is. I don't know if I honestly don't know if I sounded like the Emperor then, but you tell me.
Oh, yeah. Paddy's saying just stuff like adding roles in for the Discord. I'd let you know who are trusted members or moderators. I showed an example in a member feedback.
Oh, okay. What if we make you...
No worries, Tony, mate.
Paddy, what if we make you king of the Discord and we let you just do what you want with it? How about that?
Paddy seems to be... Paddy might be the man who we need to run the Discord
King of Discord, Paddy B. There you go.
Get in, Pad. Hit us up on Patreon. Give us a message. Haley says, be interesting to see the results of our first 3 games. We lose these 3 games earlier in the season, just before Silva was sacked. He did. Sophie says schools are reopening in Liverpool. Are they?
They're not. No schools are opening, are they?
Well, some schools are open as we speak, but not all schools.
Only for their key workers, though, aren't they?
No, they're year 6 are back, and there's some secondary schools, but only certain years. Patrick says, never realised the US version of The Office is so good. It's absolutely amazing, Patrick. The American version of it, miles better than our one, and our one was good.
I've not watched it,
but it is miles.
Have you watched Space?
No, not yet. I will do. But I haven't got around to it yet. Yeah, Glenn said that was the quote.
It was the Emperor, wasn't it? Who said that?
Have you seen the werewolf game in the new PS5 trailers, says Gerard? A werewolf game? I don't... you know what I watched?
Are you saying a werewolf game there?
Werewolf, whatever. Werewolf game.
A werewolf game!
I watched like a video the other night, about 20 minutes of what was like condensed, what Sony put out. Some of the games look incredible. But I can't remember about the werewolf game.
I don't think I saw the werewolf game, are they?
Joe Anderson tweeted, has he so far? Well, I don't know.
I couldn't care less.
My boy's not going back till the rich kids go back. Which will be September. So, school's finishes in 3 weeks anyway.
I know. What's
and
the
you
point?
can't get them all in a class.
Exactly.
So it's nonsense anyway.
It's all nonsense.
Absolutely nonsense. Brian Palombella says, can you remember the red and blue flyaways that had little dimples in around the late 70s?
Can what?
No. I remember, the earliest ball I remember was like the early 80s, was like the Wembley Trophy, which was like an orange ball, like a plastic ball, but it was like a Casey.
I remember the Wembley one, yeah.
The Wembley Trophy.
Gerard, Werewolf Apocalypse, that sounds amazing.
Neil says, Baz controversial saying the US version, think you need to take it. It's not controversial at all, mate. It's miles better.
A lot of people do say it's better.
It's miles better. And ours had 12 episodes. Theirs have got like 9 seasons. It's just much. I'll tell you why it's better. Because there's more characters, and every character is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Incredible.
Absolutely incredible.
So incredible.
Then you watch White Lines. I watched White Lines.
Rang dang diggity dang a dang. Rang dang diggity dang a dang. Boop boop. Rang. You booed me off there.
I don't know. Gary said the first circle of trust is that we don't talk about the circle of trust.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know. No one's even mentioned it.
Brian says those were plastic and got them from Scotty Road.
I think that you might be talking about the Wembley trophies.
Did you ever go to Snow Zone and speak in the 90s? I never. I went to.
What was Snow Zone?
There was an artificial.
Shut up.
There was on Speak Retail. There was a ski slope.
Shut up. Like a Jag chill factor.
Like a Jag chill factor.
Shut up. No,
yeah.
there wasn't.
There was. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, it was there.
It's like, but no.
You used to go to Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island was nuts. Well, I mean, I remember going to the original Garden Festival. Pleasure Island was nuts. We used to do this thing on a Sunday where Stuart says Baz thinks he's Freddie Mercury. I mean, you know, when the mood strikes him. So we used to go to Pleasure Island.
Yeah.
And it was like a tenner to get in or something mad. So what I used to do is I used to climb under the fence in the gardens and then go outside, and then you'd walk through the door like you'd gone outside for like a ciggy or something. I don't smoke, never had smoke. And the security guard would give you a look, and you'd be like, yeah, mate, I was just checking something outside, and you walk in for nothing. It's just like... And then the other thing we used to do is, on a Sunday about 6 o'clock, when they were just about to shut the go-karts, they'd always let the last few games of go-karts go on for ages. They'd just let people go on it for ages. Yeah. And there was a water thing, I can't remember what it was, but there was some kind of water slide thing. You used to let all the water out, and it used to roll onto the track. So you'd go around this corner and throw the car down, and it was amazing. You watching the match?
Well, suck the knee.
They're doing the knee. Fair play.
Suck the knee.
Tyron Mings.
Yeah.
Fair play.
They just got flags, that's it. There's the crowd.
Fair play.
I mean, Kezi says, what would Alan or Thiago Silva bring to Everton?
Brazilian flags.
Okay. All right.
Good players. They bring something.
Good players. It's only the Wembley Trophy would. It'd mark your leg if it was cold and it stung. Oh, you block it. You'd have literally the imprint of the ball.
Do you ever remember those white mitre, though, like street balls? They were boss.
I think so.
They were about £6, but they were like made to like play in the street. But the thing I used to love was when you got a Casey and you wore it down to that state where it was just perfect for playing on the street with. Like, it had to be a good Casey to get to that state, and it would become like a rubbery, it had like a very rubbery leather texture to it, but it wasn't like, but it was just, it was boss. It was boss.
Yeah.
Real Tour says Camelot or Governor's World. Camelot.
I never went to Camelot.
Governor's World was for like little kids.
It's for kids. I've never went to Camelot.
It's boss, Camelot.
Gotta say.
Boss.
Took me kids to go love as well. But
Patrick Fowler says City should be relegated for their financial dealings. Should they though?
I don't think they should.
I
look at Man City. I've said this before. I've looked at Man City who have zero debt, and I look at other clubs in the Premier League who are 500 million in debt, who were about to win the league. And Man United, they were the biggest club in the world, at 800 million in debt or whatever.
Doesn't make sense,
and it makes no sense. That City can't spend money because of the way FFP is. And now I'm not saying it should be just a free-for-all and you can spend whatever money you have, because obviously there has to be some kind of regulations. But it is bizarre the way FFP works. It's weird.
King Arthur says, what goalkeeper do Everton need to sign? I think at the moment, I don't think, you know, that is a priority with the situation we're in at the moment. I just think there's other places on the pitch. There's a lack of money. There's a lack of time. I think we just need to be getting on with what we're getting on with, to be honest.
Someone like Donnarumma would be lovely, wouldn't he?
Toby says, did you go to any of the Euro 96 games in Liverpool? Yes, I went to Italy versus Russia. I bought my ticket off a Russian sailor.
As you do.
It was a £35 ticket, and I got it for 25 quid because he had a stack of them, and the people couldn't get visas, so they'd give them to these sailors who were sailing into Liverpool, who obviously didn't need visas because they were sailors, and basically he just sold them for whatever he could sell them. So I bought one for 25 quid. Italy beat Russia 2-1. Paolo Maldini had Andre Kanchelskis in his arse pocket. It was It was unbelievable because Andre was just coming off boss end of the season with us, and I was like, oh, this would be amazing. And Maldini was just different gravy, really was.
He's incredible, wasn't he? Incredible. Black would be incredible, Brian, but there's not a chance he'd come to Everton. For me, is the best goalkeeper in the world. What?
Not in Sheffield. Villa. Villa nearly scored.
Yeah.
It seems weird this because the game's getting played in the daytime. It just seems very sterile. I don't know why. I mean, obviously we've watched a lot of German games, but it just feels, I don't know why, it just feels very sterile.
I think it will do, though.
They've got the flags, obviously.
You've got it.
Peugeot Euro 96 ticket story sounds like a weird sequel to Letter of Brezhnev. Well, it doesn't, because I didn't do anything with the sailor, and there was, you know, come on. I mean, you want to write the screenplay. Be my guest. Oh, save Dean Henderson. Be my guest. Crystal Palace keeper looks good, does he?
Guatia.
Does he? We need Oblak. Oblak's the best goalkeeper in the world. Everton aren't signing him.
Donnarumma's quality.
Donnarumma's good, but I don't think we could get him either. It's all well and good identifying these players. It's just a different thing getting them to the club. Because good players are good players. A lot of clubs will want them. Oblak's amazing. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. Although Neuer did make an amazing save last night to keep it 1-0.
He did.
King Arthur says, do you think football should be like the NFL? Lower teams get top choice of players, making it more competitive. No, because how would you do that system? And where do those players come from? We don't have a draft because we don't have universities. We don't have a combine where someone scored. Who scored? Villa? Villa scored.
I don't know, man. Just slightly, very slightly behind.
What are you? I'm on 6:10. What are you on?
5:50. You're ahead, so you'll see it first.
Oh, hang on.
That was awful, the shot. The goal celebration for a shot on Saturday. No, it wasn't. It was the noise.
Sorry, it was the noise. I was going to say. It's a bit silly, isn't it? Why are clubs allowed to get into debt? Because any business is allowed to get into debt, aren't they? Any business gets into debt. I mean, some of the biggest businesses in the world, the likes of Uber, is in loads of debt. Loads and loads.
Yeah?
Yeah, but because it's seen as a viable company over X amount of years.
Oh, okay.
It will be in debt for a while.
Oh, he should have scored then. How's he missed that?
Dingo's, Amazon was in debt for 20 odd years.
Was it?
Yeah. But
Now it's incredible.
I should have scored there, shouldn't he?
Yeah,
But because he was offside.
Yeah.
But because the fellow who owned it kept on going to his finances and saying, listen, what we're doing, because they were getting everyone's details.
Yeah.
What we're buying is more than the product's worth. We are building something that eventually will be worth billions. And it's like Uber. Uber have got investors who have got so much money that they don't mind taking a hit now because they know it will be, in the long term, it will be the viable thing. And if it's not, the technology they use, they'll be able to sell to someone else.
Yeah.
So
that is mad, isn't it?
yeah. Pippin says, sounds like a song I bought my ticket from a Russian sailor.
It does sound like a song.
I mean, I don't know who would sing that song though.
Well, you, because you,
Okay.
You literally bought it. Ahmed on Peyton says, I love Peyton's worth every penny. Loved it since I've joined.
Paddy B says Netflix is in debt. Well, it will be because they have so much money they need to pay for it first that it takes a while to pay that off. But if you believe in the
life after love, then I thought you were going to say.
Full share.
You went to
Seen
you
a picture
believe.
a couple of days ago, by the way, a picture of Cher, 74, and a mum, 94. Both of them looking amazingly well, but without looking like they've had loads of work. I'm sure they have.
I mean, Cher's had incredible.
No, I know, but she looked like dead good. Shouldn't there be a rule that punishes teams? Yeah, it's called FFP.
King Arthur, Baz, would you feel comfortable playing in front of Pickford? Well, I wasn't a defender, so no. Just a striker. Would I feel comfortable with him behind me? Well, I think when he's on it, he's a good keeper. The problem is keeping him on it. He hasn't had a good season.
Paddy B, I've seen he's asked this question a couple of times. He said, hear about the new $3 billion project to build a Paramount Studio Park in London. That's apparently the British version of Universal Studios in Florida. Yes, Paddy, I've been hearing about it for 25 years. Honestly, they wanted to build Euro Disney in London on the outskirts. And it went
to Spain.
So they put it in Paris instead because they felt like Paris was the centre of Europe and would have a lot more links and stuff. And they've been trying to build a something in London for years. I know this one is quite close. At first it was one thing, and then they were like, no, I think it was like Paramount, and then they pulled out. So they were like, well, we'll just build our own theme park. But I think it might have gone back to being Paramount now. But you know, theme parks are rubbish in this country.
Lads, my dad was an ex-Prem ref, and the amount of corruption he told me about is unbelievable.
Stuart, why is FFP punishing Man City if they are not in debt? Because they're getting punished for lying. Man City are getting punished for lying about where their money came from. They're not being punished for FFP. They're being punished for where their money came from. So basically what happened was...
But it is used in the FFP.
No, but that's not what the punishment is, though. They got caught because this German guy, wrote an article. He basically had hacked the system. He went to jail. That's the irony. He went to jail for hacking, and yet they're using his evidence. And what he said was, so they were saying that all their sponsors were worth more money and all the rest of it, because and all these companies like Etihad, who were from the same family that own it.
Missed that.
And hang on, corner. Oh, yeah. Have you missed that?
A yard out.
And that's what they're being punished for. So listen, it's all nonsense. Football, there should be a wage cap, as far as I'm concerned, and that's it. There you go. Toby, you went to see Czech Republic. Was that the 3-3? Yeah, at Anfield. I remember my mate saying he had tickets for that. He had tickets for that game, and I was just laughing at him, going, "Wow, that'd be rubbish." And it was like a boss game, 3-3.
Remember Poborski?
But he had tickets for. I remember him, like people I knew, they had tickets for ages, and I just wasn't interested. And I just remember my mate on the day was like, should we just go down and see if we can get tickets? Because it was like the fan park was in Stanley Park, and you couldn't get in unless you had a ticket, and it was a big like.
I was in work and there was just Russians everywhere.
And Town, I remember Town.
At Goodison, obviously.
I remember Town because Town used to shut at 2 o'clock, and they were like, while the tournament's on, it's going to be 4 o'clock. And it was like, oh, this is amazing. And there was a proper, like, that, the feeling in the city at the time was amazing.
Yeah,
and so I got caught up and was like, I've got to go to that game. And I did.
Absolutely mad.
Absolutely incredible. Random Upload says, my mate who's a Spurs fan says Everton won't own their stadium for 40 years as it's owned by a private consortium. I keep laughing at him. Well, Everton will own it like a mortgage, won't he?
That's what it is. It is a mortgage. He won't own it until he paid it off fully, will he?
Do Spurs own their stadium?
No.
There you go.
Private company, isn't it?
King Arthur, wage cap is communism. It's a free trade. Well, isn't there a wage cap in America?
Yeah.
And who cares if it's communism? I'm not asked.
It's the only way to protect the game.
Couldn't care less.
No, but you've got to protect the game.
You're the one saying, hang on, you're the one saying to us, should there be a draft? Well, that's not free trade, is it? That's not a free trade system. That's the worst team get the best player. That's definitely not a free trade system. So,
Blackpool gambling memories of '95. Where was you watching, Baz? Which the cup final? I was in the tunnel end. If that's what you saw,
I was in the
that
tunnel.
can be
I
the
was
only.
in the tunnel end.
Where the tunnel, I was to the left. Where the goal was to the left
Like
of the goal.
Beyonce.
To the left of the goal.
I was to the left of the goal. We'll probably sit next to each other.
There you go.
Did your seat have a back on it?
No.
No, mine didn't
No,
either.
like a bench.
Yeah.
Great.
Patrick said Parks and Recreation is good also. I do like Parks and Recreation. Do you know what's coming out amazingly on YouTube? Netflix. There's a new game called The Lava Game.
On Netflix.
And if anyone's watched Community, they have these episodes where they do like these mad things. So there's one where there's loads of paintball episodes. There's these ones where they have pillow forts and all this mad stuff over them. And there's one where they have this lava game where you can't touch the floor. The floor's lava.
Oh yeah.
And it's like someone's put a big prize up, and it's stupid, but it's dead funny. So there's this. So now it's like there's the influence. So there's a game show coming on Netflix called The Lava Game, and it's like this assault course.
I think I've seen it. Someone's like hanged
you can't touch the there's
floor,
liquid that looks like lava, and you're not allowed to touch it. It looks hilarious, but it looks like it's completely based on Community. Sheffield United have started really slowly, haven't they?
They've got all the ball though.
They have now. Italy versus Czech was 2-1. Czech win. Russia versus Czech was 3-3, where Spicer scored. I went to the Italy-Russia. So, there you go.
Remember Poborski's chip at Villa Park?
Against Denmark?
Beautiful, wasn't it?
Was it Carol?
Carol, yeah. That little scoop over the keeper.
Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking of the Croatia one.
Davos Suker at Sheffield Wednesday, that was.
That was against Denmark.
That was a hell of a goal over Schmeichel.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
He was a hell of a player in money, Suker.
Yeah.
Still good when he went to Arsenal.
Didn't he?
Then he went to West Ham and he was done in West Ham money, but brilliant footballer him. Left foot, absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely incredible. Do people not realise that if we don't play the remaining games and start next season, there would be no Everton? Well, yeah. I
don't think some people do.
No,
though.
I don't.
Some people don't, mate. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, Stuart said, would it be possible to ban agent fees and just have agents take a percentage of the wage? Well, agents should take the money off the player, not the club. That needs to be sorted out. Completely agree with you. The club shouldn't be paying the agent. The player should be. It's his agent.
Yeah. It is berserk how that happens.
Captain Toffee said it's all about the money. Sad but true, very much.
It is. You can't, man. People are saying you can hate how footy's returned, but it's that or no more club. You're right. That's why they're playing the games. If there was no money issues, I think the clubs would have voted to swerve it until September, but there is, and that's why it's back.
Thoughts on Bayern winning the league again? Any favourites in the Bundesliga? Well, they won it, didn't he?
They're the eighth on the run.
At the end of the day, they're the best team. Dortmund, they beat Dortmund the other week. Dortmund were not at the races, and that's it, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's not.
I like Dortmund.
They're a good side.
I do like Dortmund. I like watching them. I like. Good at it.
I think Bayern. What Bayern need to do is they need to win the Champions League again. So people sort of go, oh, they're not just like it's not just a one horse like league. They're a good side, and they haven't done that for a while.
He's got an opportunity this year, though.
No, definitely the way things have panned out.
Yeah, he's definitely got an opportunity to win it. Got good players. Ooh, good team. So, who knows? This could be the year Bayern win it. City could win it. It's open. It is quite open. It's going to be very interesting. Realtors rank these right backs: Tony Hibbert, Alec Cleland, Lars Jacobs and Seamus Coleman. Well, Coleman's the best.
Seamus.
Then Hibbert.
No,
Then Jacobs. Then Cleland.
Yeah. That's simple. That's simple.
That's what I'd say.
Right.
Right, we're done.
I think we're done. I think it's going to be quiet because everyone's watching the match.
Yeah, everyone's watching the footy, so fair play to you.
You mad football frenzied people.
Mm-hmm.
Right, there you go. We'll be back tomorrow on Patreon. Check out the Holgate video if you're on Patreon. There's an Andre Gomez video coming on Patreon as well. I mean, get on Patreon if you're not on Patreon. It's the place to be. We'll be back tomorrow for our lives. Yeah.
That's it. Thank you very much for all joining us. Sophie, thoughts on Schneider leaving? Yeah, it's about time. I think he doesn't want to be. I think he wants to move on. I think it's good for the club. I think getting him off the wage bill will be massive for us. So, yeah, there you go.
Happy days.
Take it easy. Stay safe, everybody.
Sorry for if we were ahead of you in the game when you were trying to watch it.
Oh, yeah, apologies.
Well, it's 0-0. No one scored, doesn't it matter?
No, there you go. Take care, guys.
See you later.